Darren Elkins is a grittiest son of a bitch. That guy is a monster. He won't stop fighting, and he won't stop coming at you. He's not going to take a backward step. Tristan Connolly found out the hard way that Darren Elkins has a chin on him. You know, it's something that everybody expects to just go away every few years after a shit loss like he had against Cub Swanson, but that chin's not going anywhere. It's still strong as hell, and Elkins is a cardio machine. You know, he's a guy that I thought he was up on all the scorecards last night. I thought he won every round, but that third round looked like it was starting to slip away from him, and he hit that clutch takedown in the middle of the octagon with like 2 minutes left. And as we saw in the first round and the third round, he's one body triangle away from winning any round. And he's really good with that body triangle. He's got those long legs. I love the way Elkins controls fighters. You can see this in so many different fights of his, where he's so good at controlling a fighter, you know, and making these little adjustments. He's very methodical in how he sets his stuff up. You know, his body triangles, and he gets those legs in bit by bit. And once he does, it's over. The round is over, or if you have horrible submission defense like Michael Johnson, the fight is over. So, great win for Elkins. Tristan Connolly, you know, I think he's going to stick around the UFC, especially after that big win he had over Michel Pereira. But since then, he's had 2 decision losses. And, you know, down at his natural weight class, he's proven to be on the lower end of the UFC spectrum, no matter how things shake out. I think that win will be considered in a lot of ways like a fluke. At the very least, an anomaly, the win over Pereira. I think it is Pereira. I never know if it's Pereira, whatever. Peoria. But Tristan Connolly still, despite him maybe being on his way out of the UFC, or definitely on the lower end, that's the kind of guy like Darren Elkins needs to beat. This was a test. This was almost dead even on paper. Not dead even, but, you know, it was close odds-wise, because Elkins is always, he's looked for years like he's just one fight away from slipping into the abyss. And you have guys like Tristan Connolly who prove they're tough and durable and capable of great things, as he's shown in his octagon debut. And Elkins did his job. I mean, he's relentless. He's got such good takedowns, and he's, you know, relentless in his pursuit, where he'll shoot for that leg, you're going to defend it, he'll come up, and he's got deceptively good hands. He throws those hands just to get you thinking, and he's back in on your legs again. He's a guy that creates great opportunities for himself to hit that takedown, and, you know, that goes to show you his hands have paid off throughout the years, his boxing. He's not a great striker by any means, never will be, but nobody's going to fight that guy and not get tagged, because everybody's thinking about the takedown. And he made the most of all of his opportunities in this one. I knew going into it he'd probably have to grind Connolly out to a decision. Doesn't mean I didn't bet on him to win in round 3, which came very close. I was sure he was going to get that rear naked choke in the end, but it just wasn't meant to be. Anyway, great win from the Damage. The Damage is my favorite featherweight, one of my favorite fighters of all time, and I love it when he gets a victory. I'm beaming right now. This is me beaming. But I'm, you know, really happy after a guy like Darren Elkins gets a W in the UFC. Hope he gets a new contract, hope he gets some new, cool, exciting fights, and I hope he gives us some gritty, bloody performances. Last night it was bloody, and it was gritty and grueling. It wasn't a fight of the night or anything, but I think, you know, maybe it was the second best fight after the main event. All right.